Alright, you guys. I just want to start off by saying I'm sorry if my voice sounds really weird, but hopefully you guys remember the cold I mentioned in my last commentary, and that cold pretty much evolved into a throat congestion and nasal clogging. So my nose is pretty much blocked up. My throat is really sore, so if I start coughing during the commentary, I'm sorry, and it's not because I smoke, because I don't. So just know that now. Anyways, we have a game of Domination on Favela with the PP2K. Now, usually I would not, well actually I do. I use secondaries a lot because they're lots of fun to use. And probably the most balanced secondaries are the machine pistols, but not all of them. The best secondaries, in my opinion, as in not in one aspect, but all around, would be the PP2K, TMP, which is the last machine pistol, and the Model 1887s before patch. Now, I don't know if any of you guys used the Model 1887s after they were patched, but I used them with akimbo, and god, they suck now. Spaz outshines them in every way, shape, and form. The Spaz now has better range, better power. The only reason I would use the Model 1887s would be with full metal jackets, because at least there the hip spread is smaller. Because with akimbo, they are now just pathetic. There's no point in using them anymore, but that's my opinion. Now here's your question of the match. Do you think that Infinity Ward should have patched the Model 1887s? Say yes or no, and if you think no, if you say yes, do you think they patched them properly? Because in my eyes, even if they patched them, which is what I wanted because they were way too overpowered, they pretty much made them completely useless now, and that's not really any better than making them really overpowered, because they're pretty much waste possible weapon. So that's your question of the day, and I hope you guys had a happy New Year's Eve. I probably shouldn't be doing this commentary now because I'm sick, but I don't want to go too long without one. Okay, so this match, I'm playing the role of Flag Defender, which is probably my favorite match. No, not match. My favorite, what's it called? My favorite occupation, I guess. My favorite job when playing Domination, especially when they have two flags and we have one, because people do not realize you don't need all three flags, so they will always try to rush for the third one, and lying back, not camping, just staying back, protecting the flag, will get you a ton of kills. And if you play strategically, as in constantly changing places, odds are you will die very little. Now my perks are Scavenger, Lightweight Pro, and I think Ninja Pro. Scavenger, I have it on because I wanted to make sure the only weapon I used was the PP2K, so I put on Scavenger. Usually I would put on Marathon on this class because it's my SMG rushing class. And Lightweight on because when I spawn A, I enjoy rushing on the left side towards C like I did, because you can catch a couple of people off guard on the C flag while they're capturing, like I did at the beginning. I got 2 easy kills. And Ninja Pro or Steady Aim Pro, whichever one I'm using, is pretty much an obvious choice. You could also swap out for Commando, but I don't use Commando much. Only time I use it is when I'm goofing off with knifing only type thing with like Marathon, Lightweight, and Commando. So pretty much the only time I use it is when I go only use me Blade on their asses. So yeah. Ugh. I really don't feel. Wait a second. Sorry for the interruption. My mom came in. Okay, so I think I already mentioned my perks. Scavenger Pro, so I only use PP2K. Lightweight Pro, because I like to rush, but it can also be traded out for Stopping Power Pro. If you put a silencer onto the PP2K, you can put on Cold Blooded. And Hardline, yeah, you could probably do Hardline too. Danger Close is pretty much useless, but I like using danger close on my noob tube on steroids kit, which is like, excuse me, right now it's like a TAR 21 with grenade launcher, excuse me, god damn it, TAR 21 like a grenade launcher, thumpers are awesome, they're like noob tubes on steroids, I love them, and a bunch of other stuff, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, back to the match. My kill streaks are Predator Missile, Harriers, and Favela. And the reason I am, and a lot of people don't like Favela because they prefer Chopper Gunner or AC-130, but I far prefer Favela because usually it can do just about the same amount of damage as a Chopper Gunner or an AC-130. Plus, you can move around while it's up in the air. Like, I played a match this morning, New Year's Day, at like 3 o'clock before going to bed, because it was a long night. So I played a match. I didn't record it, unfortunately. It was a match on Invasion, Domination, with FAMAS, because I wanted to try to get as many challenges as possible to help me level up. And I went 69-6. Let's just put it this way. FAMAS got me about 23 kills. My Magnums got me 3. Sorry, throat's clogged up. 3, including a collateral Magnum I got. That's 26. I got carpet bombs. That's 5. 31. I got 3 and 1. That's 34. So 34 kills. And then the rest were all Favela. That's like 30 kills from, I called in like 2 or 3 Pavelos. So that's about 10 kills per Favela, which is pretty good considering that it's 2 kills before a Chopper Gunner or an AC-130, and while that's happening, you can move around. And I have a question for you guys. I'm just wondering, does the Favela add towards kill streaks? Because when I use it, it never adds up. But when I watch certain YouTubers, whenever they use Favela, it seems to add to their kill streaks. So I'm pretty sure it does, but I don't know how to make it start adding to my kill streak. So if any of you guys know, please tell me. And the question of the day, question of the match, I think I already mentioned it. It was, do you think the Model 1887s should have been patched? And if yes, would you have patched them the same way Infinity Ward did? Because like I said, now they're pretty much useless in my eyes. 1 second. Sorry. What else should I talk about? Okay. Please rate the video, and then I'll talk about tactics right after I do this. Please rate the video because it helps the channel grow. And I'm glad a lot of you guys are interacting with the question of the matches, because I'm gonna be doing more pretty much every single match. And that was a really dumb move. I shouldn't have just rushed out like that. And I'm glad you guys interact with the video. And thank you for watching up to certain points. Like for my state video, you guys watched up till at least like the 6-minute mark, because that's when I asked the question around. So thank you for probably almost watching the full videos. That guy just spawned right in front of me. My teammate takes care of him. Tips. Favela is a small map, and buildings are pretty much key. Do not stick into the same building for a long time, because people will start going after you, revenge killing, and eventually they will get you. Because the buildings here are, you could pretty much parkour over all of them, and parkour is French, and it means like roof running. It's like an extreme sport. We learned about it in French class. And you could pretty much run across every single roof, and they'll find you eventually. So never stick to the same place for too long. And on this map, assault rifles and SMG are my favorite. Sometimes I'll use a sniper with ACOG just for fun. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. And thank you. Bye.